Hello, this is Caroline Kennedy. I will be presenting on the Forsyth County, North Carolina Central Public Library and their accommodation for adolescents with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, also known as ADHD. ADHD is characterized by a persistent pattern of inattention and/or hyperactivity and impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. With these symptoms, it is clear to see how children can be impacted negatively in school, and it is shown that 39% of children with ADHD have consistently low reading and comprehension scores. So public library is a great place to help children thrive and learn literacy skills. Looking at the demographics for Forsyth County, North Carolina, that this public library is a central location for, there are roughly 88,014 adolescents under the age of 18 years old. That's where the children's section in the Central Public Library, that is who they will be serving. So the U.S. has found that about 11.4% of the adolescent population under 18 years old has been diagnosed with ADHD. That is not to take into account those who have not been diagnosed, and there is a much higher rate of boys being diagnosed as children versus girls. So extrapolating this data, we can come to an approximate amount of Forsyth County, North Carolina residents under the age of 18 with ADHD being at about 10,034 children. That is a lot of children. So the Forsyth County Central Public Library is accommodating these children with items such as fidget chairs, multi-tiered seating, and reading nooks where they are able to move around. There are quiet zones versus talking zones for stimulation. Ebooks and audibles are accessible, as well as ADHD inclusive material. When those with ADHD get overwhelmed, they have quiet rooms to decompress. And when you enter the library, there are clearly outlined library rules. It is shown that children with ADHD thrive when there are clear outlines and expectations. During the summer, they have a weekly sensory hour in the children's section, which means it is quiet time. So there is less chance of overstimulation. Online, you can reach out for homework help, peer support specialist, especially if you are needing psychological assistance for ADHD. They can help get you to the professionals to get you along. And then there's also the WOW Mobile, which is Web on Wheels. It goes out and to the community, and it brings interactive digital material to the community. And then there's homebound services, where the library comes to the kids. So those kids who can't leave the house because of overstimulation, the library can come to them. With my findings, I found that the adolescents with ADHD in Forsyth County, the Central Public Library is meeting their physical and online needs. However, there are ways that the Central Public Library can be improved. I spoke with children's librarian Jason Hess, who instructed me that they are trying to implement intentional times within the children's section. So mindfulness will be taken into consideration. They have tried creating story sensory times, but scheduling conflicts have occurred, but they have not given up on sensory story times. They are trying to make it happen. They also could have educational material for adults and children on ADHD more readily accessible. There is an area where you walk in where this could be displayed. And then it would also be beneficial to have programs on adolescent ADHD education and coping skills. And this, I would like to thank the Forsyth County, North Carolina Central Public Library for allowing me to come in and assess what they are doing to accommodate the children in Forsyth County with ADHD, as well as children's librarian Jason Hess for all of his insight and support with this data collection. Thank you.